but it does look like MorroW is somehow staying in this game. He's getting so many tanks. He's getting the +2 attack. He is getting so many units, but these Mutalisks are just constantly eating away at his main force.
Yeah, and look at the food count right now. We're at 160 for MorroW. DIMAGA's at 150, so he is actually 10 food ahead. He's got to be careful, though, with those units.
And the one problem is he's stimming these Marines quite a lot and has lost probably 5 or 6 medevacs. And here's the big push coming in. He's going for it. I do not like this in the slightest, but it looks like he is crunching in from all sides. He has so many Banelings, and there are a bunch of Banelings that moved onto just the wrong angle. Banelings running into tanks, not at all the situation you want to be in. And DIMAGA, who was in such a great position for so long, has just thrown the lead away.
I didn't really like that play at all. He's gone down to 80 food. The planetary fortress is there. All these tanks just unsiege. That was lucky of DIMAGA there. But oh my god, I really did not like that attack. He just ran into a Terran wall of siege tanks, which just wasn't a good idea. And that has triggered a counterattack by MorroW. And this is perfect right now because DIMAGA has no units. He's down to 87 food. MorroW is up at 150, only losing about 10 food in that fight.
And look at MorroW carefully planting himself up on the high ground. This tank just barely in range of everything, doesn't want to do anything too extreme. We can see that there is no hive tech for DIMAGA. He was relying on only Banelings and Zerglings, and he's going to try to keep this expansion alive, but it was falling so fast. But MorroW moving in with a... Oh, those Banelings are getting annihilated by the tanks.
And
there's a good game. Woo. And again, we go a deciding Game 5.
Every game we've casted, every best of 5 series goes all the way to the last game.
Or even the best of 3 series, we're going to Game 3 quite often. That happened this morning. The final map is Metalopolis, and I couldn't choose a better finish to this series.
What a great map to finish this on. Like we always say about every map, the spawn matters so much. And it matters on this map as well, because if the Zerg actually spawns right next to the Terran player, he will have such a hard time defending against Reapers, obviously because the Reapers are going to come in fast, but it's mainly about taking the third Expo. The third Expo is really crucial for Zerg players, and when spawning against a Terran player, the third is right next to the Terran base, therefore not usable. And then the alternative is the gold right next to the Terran base, just not usable. And so what he has to do is send a drone all the way to the other side of the map to build the hatchery there, and it's just not safe.
Yeah, I know. Metalopolis, a huge Zerg favorite in tournaments, but DIMAGA is the player that will have the versatility to deal with all these different positions. And I just want to re-emphasize how impressed I am with DIMAGA's Mutalisk harassment. People have tended to abandon Mutalisks in StarCraft 2 because they don't have that same precise feel as they do in Brood War, but still DIMAGA showing that if you can get units at the right angle and get them isolated, they can give you huge leaps ahead.
That is what DIMAGA is so good at. He is so good at picking holes. He looks around the entire base, the natural, the third, and he looks through all these armies, and he just picks these holes, and he goes in and just does so much damage.
Yeah, it's quite incredible. I mean, in the way that he keeps crunching his Mutalisks back together, even though the AI wants them to spread apart. It's just a great play. And once again, I want to give a big shout out to Reddit. Of course, we're voting us up, and they will give you a free ESL Premium account if you can make some nice predictions. But either way, we are going into Game 5 of MorroW against DIMAGA. Are there any MorroW fans in the house tonight? Oh, I can hear them cheering for their Swedish Terran superhero. And of course, any DIMAGA fans who love the muscular Ukrainian.
Sounds like there might be a few more DIMAGA fans than there are MorroW in the crowd.
But you know what? MorroW does deserve a lot of credit in this tournament, just ripping through so many opponents. Was unbelievably impressed with his win over the Little One. And we've seen MorroW play amazingly in all 3 matchups. Even if he doesn't take this series, he should still be very pleased with himself. Yeah,
definitely. And as we were talking about before, the spawning positions matter so much. And as I was saying, he does spawn right next to the Terran, well, across from the Terran, but the third for the Zerg is above, right next to the Terran, and then the gold. So where the Overlord is right now for Zerg, that is where he actually has to expo if he wants a third up.
Yeah, sometimes Zerg players will take this third base at the gold expansion because they can use these Xel'Naga watchtowers, but even then it's hard. And of course, I did want to point out that if you look at the mini-map, the center of Metalopolis makes a very, very unhappy face. So both the forehead and the chin are very difficult to expand to on this map. Looks like the extractor is down for DIMAGA. He's going to be playing quite safe.
Yeah, he's going to be playing extremely safe. 14 gas, 14 pull, super standard here from DIMAGA. He loves that build. As I said, all-round build is great versus everything that every race can actually do. Aside from Zerg, usually you can get 13 pull, 13 gas, but against Protoss and Terran, it's probably the best build.
Looks like the orbital command is going down right now, and another tech lab play for MorroW. He is convinced that his style is the correct one. He's not going to do that many deviations. But, you know, I'm wondering, because we did see in MorroW against the little one, MorroW abandoning the early expanding play that had been losing so many games for him, and instead favoring a more standard Terran versus Terran style, and that allowed him to win. I wonder if he's going to make the same adjustment here in the semifinals.
I'm actually surprised that MorroW didn't build a bunker on the ramp because of the locations on the map where they both are. He got to his base extremely fast, way before the pool had even finished, and he had plenty of time to actually build a couple of bunkers and keep DIMAGA in his base.
And there is the extremely early refinery by MorroW. It does look like that the Zerglings are out and will be able to surround this SCV. No, MorroW manages to sneak his way through. Pool speed is getting researched. There's the Queen that has just popped out.
Oh no, MorroW! He forgot his second supply depot.
Are you serious?
He only just started it.
Oh, whoopsie doopsie daisies.
Oh my god, he's going to be stuck on 19 food for quite a while, and this gives DIMAGA a huge edge. He's got so much free time. Oh my god, he's still stuck on 19. This is huge. Oh my god.
That's not the kind of blunder you want to make at this point. You are tied 2-2. You're up against a tip-top Ukrainian Zerg player, actually one of the best Zerg players around, period. DIMAGA is just holding down like a boss. We see that second Queen is about to finish. Looks like a drone is going to go ahead and expand. DIMAGA did get enough gas to get layer when he needs to, but is feeling comfortable enough to throw down a hatch.
Yeah, DIMAGA is going to be in great position. That supply block there by MorroW actually helped DIMAGA so much. He's not going to have any Reapers out. Well, he will do, but not as fast as they would have been out. The third rack's now done. We're going to see three barracks Reapers. Is he going to go for an Expo, or is he going to go for 2 more barracks?
And I really wish MorroW would be a little more aggressive just at the front with the Reapers. Using the Cliff Harass is decent. There's nothing wrong with it, but you can do wonders just abusing the speed of the Reapers and the fact that there really is not that much creep. And look at this great read by MorroW, predicting that there would be a bunch of units running up the ramp and already walling off with these 2 depots.
Yeah, that's excellent play by MorroW, expecting that from DIMAGA. Here we are looking at the unit count right now. Because of that, oh my god, he's only got 4 Reapers. I thought he had more than that. Because of that supply block, he only has 4. He is pumping out a ton of Reapers, but these 4 Reapers are probably not enough to do damage here. These Lings are going to do a lot of, if they can get a good surround like previous games, they're going to take them down instantly.
I mean, I just can't emphasize enough exactly what you're saying about how much that supply block messed up MorroW. I mean, DIMAGA is already getting a layer. It's nearly finished. Second extractor almost done. Expansion almost done. 2 Queens are done. Lots of Lings are done. I mean, this is a horrible mistake to have made at this stage in the game, and MorroW looks like he is doing the exact style as last game, except he is going to be all in.
He looks like he's going to go all in. He has to do something. He knows he's a little bit behind because of that supply block. 2 more barracks are being added here. We are going to see 5 barracks. He's splitting up his Reapers. We're just going to see a ton of Reapers everywhere. Can DIMAGA defend this?
Why is he not just pushing the front? There's one vulnerable Queen. There is the hatch. If he just pushed, he would be in good shape. But there are all these Reapers running around trying to find some vulnerability. He has so many Reapers, and the Spire has already started. He needs to do tons of damage. He is actually getting more tech labs on all these barracks because he has to worry about roaches at this point in time. But here come all the Reapers. They are target firing the Queen, and look how much damage they do just with a few shots. But
when is he going to get the surround?
He's getting a good surround. He's doing a lot of damage, but there are still so many Reapers, and it looks like MorroW did come out on top. He's going to continue advancing. DIMAGA needs to continue adding on as many larvae as he can so he can continue to make those Zerglings. But there are just so many Reapers. They kill the Zerglings so fast, and I think that MorroW is slowly coming out ahead.
He's slowly coming. This Queen might actually go down. He's going to take care of these Lings here. The Queen is probably no. He's actually going to go straight for the hatch.
But here are Zerglings coming down the ramp. He needs to be careful. He needs to try to kill off as many as he can. And look at that, no more Zerglings left.
He's got a handful of Lings here. 6 just popped, 8 out now with 8 in these 2 Queens. But look at MorroW, five barracks are being pumping out They are pumping Reapers. Oh my god. I don't know. Oh, is this Queen going to go down? He's saving for transfusion.
Oh, he's trying to get in there. He's going to be able to, he takes out the Queen, and the second Queen is really vulnerable. It's taking more hits. The second Queen is about to fall down, but here's a great surround by DIMAGA, doing more damage, but there are still so many Reapers by MorroW, and DIMAGA, does he have them Mutalisks done? He does have a Spire out, but there are just so many Reapers. He might be able to go in here for the kill. That hatch is going to fall down. The Mutalisks are going to pop out any second now, and MorroW will be in good shape. He did take out the expansion hatchery, but he needs to worry about anti-air.
Yeah, there are 2 Mutalisks in production right now. One is about to pop out, so he's going to have 1 Mutalisk out and a few Lings and a Queen to defend against this. That 1 Mutalisk, though, is going to scare MorroW. That is, oh my, he's going to pull back because he knows more are going to come, and he has to change. He's pumping out a ton of Marines now. He needs to get Stim as well. Oh, look at this. I didn't even... That, because I was so busy looking at all these Reapers, he has got a Command Center and a Ghost Academy coming out to take care of the Mutalisks.
And here come the Reapers. Oh, they're going to one-shot that hatch. The drone tries to make something, but it will end up dying. And one Reaper spins around trying to get a good look into DIMAGA's base, and MorroW is a little bit ahead at this point.
Oh my god, he is ahead. All these Marines are coming out, and DIMAGA is pretty much behind. He needs to get this natural back up. He cannot stay on one base. If we look at the unit counting right now, he has 4 Mutalisks and 10 Lings. That is not enough.
Yeah, and I mean, MorroW might have the same story that he did against the little one, where he started down 1-2 and came back to win 3-2. That is so difficult to accomplish. Ghosts are coming out right now. That snipe is going to completely demolish those Mutalisks. And right now, DIMAGA is up against the wall. He's getting a Baneling Nest. It's the only thing he can hope to do to stay alive, is to use that amazing Mutalisk micro and to crunch with Banelings.
Yeah, he really needs to harass MorroW really well with these Mutalisks. He has to do damage, basically. I mean, he is behind. He needs to give himself time. He needs to buy himself time. Turret timing is perfect. Finishes just as the Mutalisks enter the base. He's just got to harass, take out supply depots, odd Marines, odd SCVs. He needs to buy himself time.
He's very nice play by MorroW, looking very solid, looking very calm, not overreacting, not making bad decisions now that he has the lead. It's so easy in this spot to panic, to try to go all in, but no, MorroW is early expanding. We hear some Banelings are getting morphed in the main, but that is just not going to be enough against the Ghosts.
Is he going to push out, though? That is the question. Right now is good, perfect time. Is MorroW going to push? Yes, he is. Oh my god, this could be so much trouble for DIMAGA. He really needs his Banelings out to defend against this. Mutalisks are in the base, and MorroW's pulling all his SCVs off. He wants to end this game right now. Mutalisks, oh my god, Mutalisks are doing so much damage. He pulls his SCVs, but
And in the main, the Reapers are doing huge amounts of damage. They're taking out the hatchery. Here's the big final push by MorroW. Nothing but Banelings and Zerglings in the main, and the Ghost will be able to snipe the Banelings. Here comes the push, and there is some huge hits going down, and the EMP, none of those units have energy.
My God.
He was trying to, and there's the good game.
GG to MorroW. Called GG. MorroW is going through to the final against either Hydra or
Tarson. We will see the results of that match coming up shortly. I mean, no matter what, MorroW has been playing absolutely brilliantly in this series, but still giving us entertaining series, you know, managing to lose to some various styles and coming back again with very solid, comfortable play in that final game.
Yeah, that was brilliant play by MorroW throughout the series. He kept his calm. I mean, he is playing against one of the finest Zergs in Europe, and he kept his calm. He played well and managed to take him down.
Yeah, I mean, I am so blown away, first of all, at how impressive DIMAGA is in those late stages, just using a solid, straight-up game. But MorroW resisting that, like, basically perfect late game play by DIMAGA by just punishing DIMAGA at the outset of the game with Reapers and with harassment.
And we're going to throw it over to Dennis now with post-game interviews with both of the players.
Absolutely incredible. Overcome the biggest team to win the Intel Extreme Masters.
Wow, what a nice game. That was amazing, and I want to thank you and also you for such a nice game, best of 5. It was an honor to watch these games. Bitte noch mal großen Applaus für MorroW und DIMAGA. Incredible games. I'm now really sure that DIMAGA is really one of the best Zergs in the world, and you're one of the best Terran players. What do you have to say to this best of 5?
It was some really good games, but when I played like my marine tank style that I've been using before, didn't really work out well because I think DIMAGA is really good in CVT, and then I used Mass Reaper, and I think that's a little bit imbalanced. So.
Yeah, you said before we started the interview to DIMAGA, Reapers are imbalanced. It's really sad, but we had overall really nice games. And DIMAGA, you did such a great job. You're really the best Zerg in Europe. Well, really, I have no words to say. But what about you?
Just want to thank all my fans, especially these guys. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me.
Großen Applaus bitte nochmal.